What's up, y'all? My name is Kamani Hodges. I'm a third year pro currently. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm 21 years old, and I'm doing this video today specifically for college athletes that's graduating, thinking about, going overseas and going into those professional ranks. But it's more to just, I got good stats, I'm playing well, it should be okay for me to go. It should be easy for me to go overseas, but you really got to know the education and what you're getting yourself into when you're dealing with such a wide, broad market like playing overseas professionally. It's hard, but it's definitely possible. And I'm just here today to give you some do's and don'ts and some tips on how to go about it. I can't get you a contract. It's not just that easy, but there's ways that you could eliminate frustration and time management if you know what to do and where to go to first. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of what I know for now. This, like I said, it's my third year. I've been around a lot of professional athletes, and I've just picked and picked at their brain and see what I could have done when I was 18 starting off, and where somebody would have told me. First rules of thumb that I always like to believe in ever since I was coming out of high school is be real with yourself. And by that I mean, for example, let's say you already, you ended your college career, and if you don't already have agents and teams coming like knocking on your door, man, you're already under the radar. It's gonna be 100 times harder to market yourself now. And you gotta realize that you're not just gonna, send out a resume and stats and think you're just gonna get a job like that just because you had you know, a great, college career, wherever it may be. It's very rare. I'd say only Division I players really have easier, route on getting a contract overseas. But it's extremely hard when you don't have an agent and you don't have verifiable stats. So I would let you know, first off, build a great resume. By building a great resume, I mean have stats, have articles, have, highlights. It's pretty much like a job. It's like any other job, I would say. You got to have a good resume. You're not just going to get the job. Don't send out, little unprofessional videos or unprofessional things. Like you should be able to know by now what's, professional and what's not. You're promoting yourself. You're marketing yourself now. So you want it to be, the best presentation it can of you. So that's a major thing. Your resume and your connections. And by connections, I mean, go on Eurobasket.com. They have all the teams, all the coaches. Get their personal contact. It's not really efficient. It's not really smart to contact a lot of players, contact a lot of people who say they're agents on Facebook, because you're not going to, telling you, it's not going to lead you anywhere. You want to first build a resume and seek out GMs, coaches, former coaches, anybody that's in charge of, a team or a club. You want to reach out to them because you want to market yourself. You're not worried about nobody else but you and your career at this moment, starting off. You want to avoid the scams and the misleading people, especially coming out of college. I would say around May to August, September. That's when they really, they're going to come at you. That's when you're going to get random, so-called agents, so-called people that's saying, hey, I can get you this job, send me your resume. Just give me, $100, $200, fee for helping you out. Never, never pay to get a job. I've never heard of that. You don't pay anybody to get a job that's going to eventually pay you. That's not real. That's fictional. Like, that's one of the things you want to avoid. You want to stay grounded with your connects and networking. I'd say my first year trying to do this, I started in May. That's when I decided I wanted to go professionally. And dude, I was pretty much in a desperate stage trying to do whatever to get my resume out there. And I realized I could have saved tons of time if I knew who to go to or what to say and when to, send stuff out like that. I wish I had the template on how to get myself known if I'm not known, because I'm coming from a low Division II school. I have stats. I have a pretty good video, but I mean, what else can I vouch? Who else can vouch for me? That's where it comes to when it comes to agents as well. If you really want to have longevity in this, I advise you to get an agent, a FIBA certified agent. Send an email to every agent you can see on Eurobasket.com. because those are the main people who are gonna let you just work out and work on your skill set and work on your basketball career without you having to do so much networking. Networking doesn't stop when you get a job or when you feel secure about the next season. Networking is an everyday thing for newcomers coming into this career. You have to network. Even if you do get a job, network while you're working or while you're overseas, because it's very competitive. I can't stress this enough. It's very competitive. It's people who are the same as you, same stats, same build, same everything. And the difference between them, they're networking. They have an agent, they have vouchers, they're doing the stuff behind the scenes that coaches like to see. Like coaches like to feel secure about the person they're about to sign. They're investing all this money into you, and you're just some random guy sending them videos and resumes, and you have no D1 experience, no agent who's gonna vouch for you to say that you're the player that you are. So it all comes down to networking, having a great resume. Don't when I say have a great resume and send it, that don't mean send it to these basketball like groups. If you first starting off, man, and you see you're not getting no input on or no feedback when you send your resume out to these basketball groups and stuff like that, stop doing it. Go to another route. When you see that it's not working, try something different. That's not gonna work for everybody. I'm letting people know starting off it's not gonna work for you, because only thing you really gonna get is a like and ooh, that's a nice highlight. You're not trying to impress people over there or get on teams that's looking strictly on there. They're just looking for entertainment purposes. You need to go in depth, be the play owner, the coach that you would like to play for. It's all about having this personal drive to go get what you want. It's like a job. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but I know when I first started off, the first 3 months were at a standstill for me, because all I would do every day was post, my highlight tape, my resume, and basketball groups, and send it to people. And the most I was getting out of that was just a like. So keep up the good work, man. Like I got tired of not going nowhere with it. And once I realized that I have to be more personal and more direct with like coaches and general managers, that's when I started getting feedback. Like, hey, we're not interested, or hey, send me some more of this, or are you available such and such. I'm starting getting progress. That's all you want, because once you get your foot in the door, you have to keep it in the door. But the hardest part, I feel like the hardest part for me was getting my foot in the door. And I'm just thankful after, I'd say I started in May, June, July, August, September, October. About 4 or 5 months later, I got my first legit contract in Mexico. I actually had 3 offers by August and September, but I chose to go start my career in Mexico. But it's all about talking to the right people and sending the right stuff, having a great resume. A resume is everything. So, and besides that, like I know that's a big main thing. Like I'm speaking strictly to newcomers, like trying to play professional basketball. Like your resume, it's gonna say a lot about you. It's gonna really be the determination if you get your first gig or not. But I'm gonna make another video after this about like what to put in your resume and how to make a good resume and how to approach GMs or coaches as a college player coming out of college. It's your senior year and things like that. So in my other video, I'm gonna talk about some effective ways on actually putting together a good resume. But other than that, man, I'm just I'm hoping everybody gets something out of this. If you didn't, like, hit me up underneath like with a question or thing. Like I know some old like professional players, like y'all can even comment if you want. Like I just really want to educate people and let them know like you don't really need, like ultimately you don't really need anybody to start your own career. And I got tired of getting messages from players and seeing players um, run to these people, and for people selling false dreams. Like I want to avoid that as much as possible to these newcomers, because I was in their shoes. Like I've been got before. I've been scammed. Like I know how it feels, and it's better to know. It's better to eliminate that process. If all you can do after you get out of college is have a great resume, hit up a couple connects, and you start your career. I would rather that had happened than, going through what I went through. But that's why I'm making this video today, to let y'all know it's possible if you really want to pursue this.